Hello, I'm Gemma and this is Non-Fic Books, and we have Non-Fiction November back again, which I'm, as you can tell, really excited about. This is my TBR, where I'm going through the books I'm reading, but I'd love to know what you're reading too. So the first category, big pile of books, the first category is the new category, and I was rummaging through my stack of books at home because everything's boxed up at the moment because, as you might tell, I'm not actually living at home. And I was really wondering, what is the subject that I have a book on that I know absolutely nothing about? And then I found this book. And doing this challenge with Olive at A Book Olive, whose channel and videos I'll link down below, I couldn't help but pick up this book because if you've seen her channel, you know that she's really into Russia, Russian history and Russian literature. And I know absolutely naff all about Russia. And so this, by Jens Muhling, translated by Eugene H. Hayworth, is a travelogue throughout Russia. It was originally written in German and it's been translated into English, and I'm really looking forward to reading this because I know nothing about Russia. So that's really what this challenge is about, finding out a book on something you don't know anything about, you haven't picked up a book on before, and you'd really like to explore. Because this is one I probably wouldn't have picked up other than this challenge because it's so out of my comfort zone, but I'm actually really looking forward to reading it because I know so little about Russia. The next category is something that's polar opposite. It's a subject that you're really interested in, something that you know about, even if you don't know masses about it. If you're interested in it, that's the thing to pick up a book on. So it had to be history for me, and because currently I'm really enjoying Victorian history, it had to be something on Victorian history. Kate Hubbard's Serving Victoria, Life in the Royal Household, it was shortlisted for the 2012 Costa Biography Award, and this has been on my shelf for a little while, and I don't know why I haven't read it yet, because it's exactly up my street. It's something I'm really looking forward to reading, and it's a good meaty thing to get my teeth into, so I'm really looking forward because I love Victorian history, and I love country house history and things like that, so all about serving the Queen should be exactly the sort of thing I want to read. So as I said, this is all about a book that you really want to read on a topic that you love. That can be absolutely anything. It can be somebody's memoir that you're interested in reading. It can be a history book, it can be a science book, it doesn't matter. A non-fiction book that you really want to read on a topic that you love. The next one is one of the most fun ones because this is a controversial book. This, as I said in my announcement video, this could be religion, politics, feminism, it doesn't matter. What I've picked for this time is The Fight for Beauty by Fiona Reynolds, and this is our path to a better future, and it's all about conservation. Fiona Reynolds, I'll just read the biography because I didn't know who she was before I picked this up. Dame Fiona Reynolds is Master of Emmanuel College, Cambridge, a former Director General of the National Trust, and a noted campaigner and media figure. So this I'm really looking forward to. Conservation can be a very sort of controversial topic, obviously, that's why I picked it for this topic, but I think it's a really, really important one for people to be discussing as we really have fucked over the planet and we really do need to start taking that seriously. So I'm looking forward to reading this, but it's obviously, everyone's very divided, not only with how serious the threat actually is to the planet, but also how we go forwards from here. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what Fiona Reynolds' take on that is. I like the idea of something controversial, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what people pick for this if you do decide to do this topic, because I think it's going to be one where we get some really interesting conversations going, either in the comments or over on the Goodreads group, which I will link down below. The final one is the one I think is the most tricky, but also one that could really spark some interesting conversations, and hopefully some conversations with a bit of respect to other people, same as the controversial ones. Hopefully this will be interesting debate rather than personal attack if people do feel that, because these subjects are things that are meant to spark conversation. This last one is a book that you think an educated person should read, something that helps formulate your view on the world, help understand the world and other people, something that is a really important book. And to me, I had to pick something either sciencey or by a scientist because I think we have a massive lack of understanding as a general population of science and how it is one of the most, if not the most important thing in my opinion. And so it had to be Carl Sagan for me, and I was torn between Cosmos and this book, but I decided I would go for this book because I think it really is the slightly more important out of the two, although I haven't read it yet, obviously, so that remains to be seen. And that is Carl Sagan's The Demon Haunted World, Science as a Candle in the Dark. And this is all about an argument in support of rationalism and how science and scientific fact can help put superstition and misunderstanding behind us, and how we should be moving forwards in a more scientific and rational manner. And I think this is a really important book, and I'm really looking forward to getting my teeth into this. On a slight side note, is it Carl Sagan or is it Carl Sagan? Because I've heard both. If anyone knows for sure, let me know down below, because it's really annoying if you hear someone saying an author's name wrong, and I'd hate to be pronouncing it wrong and annoying a bunch of you. So let me know how you pronounce it. I might have to go and see if I can watch the introduction to Cosmos, because it's also a TV programme, see if he says his name. But anyway, at the moment I'm going to say Carl Sagan. I'm really excited about reading this book. I've wanted to read it for ages, and this is just a good kick up the arse for me to actually get on and read it. So this is one that could have gone in the controversial topic as well, I think, but to me it's one of those important books. I am so interested to see what people decide for this topic, because I found it quite difficult to work out exactly which book and exactly how I was going to sort of decide on, how I was going to decide on what was important, but to me, science is just that. So we have a little giveaway going on throughout November, and it will be running through until the end of November. If you leave a comment down on either my TBR or Olive's TBR, which again I will link down below, letting us know what you want to be reading this month, non-fiction wise, then you'll be entered and we will pick 2 winners. We're going to combine all of the comments between mine and her channel, pick 2 winners randomly, and then between the 2 of us we will help choose a non-fiction book specifically for the winners, with discussion with you on what books you enjoy, and so hopefully we will find a non-fiction book that A, you haven't read, and B, that you will be right up your street. So leave a comment down below if you're interested in winning those, and that is with your TBR. You don't need to pick 4 books, it could be 1 book, it could be 4 books, it doesn't matter, but what non-fiction are you looking forward to read? Let us know, and if you can do all 4 books, that's wonderful, because we do want to try and get people reading as much non-fiction as possible, but the challenge is to enjoy non-fiction, not to overwhelm yourself. So let us know what you're reading down below, and hopefully plenty of you will be joining us for Non-Fiction November. I'll leave all the relevant links down below, and I'll see you hopefully for the first review video in the beginning of November. Bye!